When you think about recycling, you want to have those warm and fuzzy feels, but so often you find out that your recycling has ended up in landfill. Well, there's a guy here in Robe who has figured out a way of turning a common disposable plastic into something useful and pretty.
I'm Brad Scott and my wife Narelle Scott. I had a corporate job in Brisbane. I was a project manager as such for logistics companies. Basically, corporate life had found me a bit jaded, and we decided to sell up everything and just start travelling. We ended up coming through Robe, and Narelle by that stage wanted to come off the road and stop, so that's what we did when we stopped here. What I do for work now is basically manufacture stuff out of recycled plastic.
Hello.
Oh.
Hi guys, how are you? I'm Helena. I've had a little look around Robe. It's such a stunning town. It's that kind of classic thing, isn't it? It's a small town, but it's right on the ocean. There's beautiful beaches and stuff. How did you end up here?
We were heading back to Melbourne
to
catch up with our son who'd come back from overseas. And we actually blew into Robe because the weather had turned slightly with the wind.
Oh, so you literally blew into
Yeah,
Robe?
yeah.
So Narelle's, to convince me to come off the road, she made me this great offer that I couldn't refuse, was if we do stop, she'll go and get a full-time job. I'll go and get a shed and figure something out, and we'll do it, and she'll support us. So,
and I don't care. I just wanted a spare room for the kids, and I just wanted community.
And I seen it on YouTube. I just seen this Dutch guy, Dave Hackens, and Precious Plastic. And I came home like Jack and the Beanstalk to Narelle with his, magic beans. I said, I've seen this thing on YouTube. That's what I'm going to do. And she, yeah, okay, no worries, dear.
I didn't care. We were stopping.
What Brad had seen on YouTube was a way of manufacturing beautiful, functional kitchenware from bread tags. The pesky plastic piece that seals the end of our daily bread. We use thousands of them every day, almost all of which get thrown away. Well, how did you get to a point where you went, oh, yeah, bread tags, I'm going to turn these into bowls?
I basically started with the precious plastic concept, mucked around with different types of plastic.
What's a precious plastic concept?
So a Dutch guy called Dave Hackens came up with this project about 5 years ago. He put it on YouTube. All open sourced, everything like that. The idea was to spread it around the world so small community-based groups can start recycling plastic. I've seen that. I don't get inspired by too many things, but he's a guy that I said that's pretty cool.
So it's changing it from that whole idea of waiting for big corporations or government to do it, you can do it yourself in your shed.
That's right. So my years on the earth have taught me one thing, that governments don't lead, they follow. So people have actually got to get off.
So you're the leader?
I'm the leader.
All right, we'll follow you. Is it profitable?
It is, yes. It's a great business. It employs myself and my wife at the moment.
And you're pulling a wage?
Yes.
Wow.
After the first year of start-up, I started basically drawing wage and bringing my wife across. So we're, two new jobs in Robe, basically.
So what are we making?
Okay, I'm going to make a bowl. This is the end result, basically, of what we're going to make.
So what you're trying to tell me, and I'm still a little sceptical because I haven't seen it happen, that this beauty has come just from bread tags.
Yes, so no glue, no polish, no lacquer, no resin, just bread tags.
Do I get to make my own bowl?
You do.
Is there an exact science to this, Brad, or do you know how many tags you're meant to be using? Or
We're going to use 1,870.
am I meant to be counting these while I do this? 1,870.
Yeah, so that's the number I come up with the weight of the bowl.
What happens if I use 1,871? Is that how we got coronavirus?
Yeah, if you cross the beams, very bad. Yes. We're ready to cook.
All right, good.
Turn it on.
Are you creating a model that you would then show other people, or are you doing this are you going to be a green empire, for yourself and you and Narelle and sit at the top of the whole thing?
No, we want this to be everywhere. So as long as one doesn't set up next door, no.
This has gone from 1,870 bread tags into something that is beautiful, usable and viable. Very impressive. Some of the profits from Brad and Narelle's business support an Australian charity called Aussie Bread Tags for Wheelchairs. They collect the bread tags and deliver them to people like Brad, raising funds to buy wheelchairs for disadvantaged people in South Africa. Although most of the tags are sorted by the charity in Adelaide, some are sent directly to Brad, and sorted by a men's shed in Robe.
Well, we have overflow, so with the overflow we bring it to the men's shed here, and all the members here, we sit around Thursday nights and do this.
Do you find that the sorting of the bread tags helps in any way?
Well, it gives you some little tedium to occupy the small amount of brain that we have left while we actually engage with each other in non-verbal ways sometimes, and also in verbal ways.
How many wheelchairs do you reckon that you've contributed to?
20, I believe they're up to now. So
In 2.5 years?
Yeah.
That's pretty excellent.
Yeah, it's very good for the charity. So and everyone's part of that. That's the good thing. You sit here and you do a couple of these things and you're part of getting a wheelchair for someone.
Brad and Narelle's move to Robe has been successful and satisfying, and it couldn't have come at a better time. What I can't quite get my head around is why you packed up your whole lives in the first place.
We had these anchors, and I needed to free the anchors for Brad.
So what was it in Brad that you could see that he needed release?
So I just thought one day, this is going to be a heart attack. This is going to be a mental breakdown or a heart attack or something, you know, you can't, we just need a change. Let's just sell it. What happens if we do this? You know, we can do something different and we can do it together. So the pressure's not on you to be the breadwinner. I can pick as many oranges as you can. Let's go.
And after that, we support each other and we can live together and we can do all those things. All the stuff just is noise, you know, the rest of it's just noise. So it actually helped a lot when we got on the road. And like you said, the ego, and I was unwinding from all of that. And I thought it was really, really quite good when we got on the road and we could do that.
You two are an amazing team.
We're a team.
I think we are. I say to Bradley, we can do anything together, you know, whether it's true or not. We just, you know, puff ourselves up a bit.
I'm too old for you to adopt me, but
No,
I'll be your friend.
We're not any different to anybody else. We just recognise when one of us isn't right and we look after each other. And isn't that marriage? Isn't that a partnership of any kind? Yeah, we ride the roller coaster.